My name is Robert Moulton. I am the Program Director of the San Mateo County Navigation Center. I have been working for LifeMoves now coming up on 9 years and have been operating and managing the Navigation Center since its opening in 2023. So it's really important that we build and design a facility like this that really addresses the client's ability to regulate their emotions and to really settle into living with a large population of people in a small area. And so this is why it's so important for us to approach a client with humility and dignity so that we can walk them through that stabilization period to really get them ready to put the work in to get them to where they need to go. Each one of our units has its own dedicated code, which really helps solidify safety and security for the person that's occupying this particular unit. Welcome to one of our units. So this is a unit that one of our clients will be assigned to. Some of the really cool amenities that we have added in all of our units are we provide ample storage space as well as a locker to secure any important documentation or anything of value. This was really driven by the client's experience and desire to have more space for their belongings. The other thing that's really great is they all have their own independent HVAC system, so the client can keep the temperature of the unit how they desire. Something that's very important about the HVAC system in terms of an operational aspect is if I have clients that contract COVID or tuberculosis, I no longer need to displace them throughout the community. I can actually isolate them in their unit, connect them to the medical care that we have on site, drop off meals, as well as our linen service to help with keeping their linens clean. All of our restrooms and units are ADA compliant. These units are fully privatizable, which means that the client actually has the ability to either open up their space or close their space. What we tend to find is that a client's first 30 days in our program, the client tends to want the space to be private and dark so that they can kind of adjust to being in our facility. Finally, what we really like is that every unit comes with its own doorbell. The reason that we have this is that many of our clients have trauma around police. So instead of us coming to a unit and banging on the door to get the attention of a client inside this unit, we now have the ability to use a doorbell. So something that we really encourage for many of our clients is to take their unit and really take ownership of their unit, that this is theirs to take advantage of while they remain at our facility. What we have found is it just really helps solidify the relationship that we have with our clients and really supporting them and feeling safe and secure while they are residing at our facility. I really wanted to highlight this mural that was pushed by Jackie Spears. This mural, why it is important is it's really driving our desire to have diversity, equity, inclusion within our shelter system, and especially here at the Navigation Center. And this mural was proposed to really highlight the importance of having that connection and diversity. And what better place to have it than right outside of our kitchen, where we really blend all of our cultural beginnings to share meals and share experiences with both clients and staff. Welcome to our all-electric industrial kitchen. This is where the magic happens. For us at LifeMoves, it is much more than just feeding people, but sharing a meal with our clients. This is where we get to share our stories and really start building rapport with many of our clients. What's so important about this particular area of our facility is that many of our clients have experienced food insecurity at one point in their unhoused experience. This is where we directly affect that food insecurity. We feed our clients 3 meals a day, 365 days out of the year. As you can see back here, we have a full scope electric kitchen with electric tilt skillets, fryers, ovens, and stovetops, all of which our clients are learning how to operate these particular appliances. Due to the fact that the food coming out of our kitchen is such high quality, it is giving us the opportunity to really redirect a lot of the clients back to our kitchen instead of spending the money at fast food restaurants or off-site, because that money is so important to be saving towards their housing goals. Really awesome about this as well is that each one of the clients that works out of here earns $16.75 an hour untaxed, which also really helps us establish income, which is the foundation of long-term stable housing. 90% of the clients that are participating in this program are finding long-term gainful employment after 3 or 4 months of working out of this program, which is just a spectacular number that we're seeing, and is really assisting our case management team and our other service providers in placing clients in long-term stable housing with the stabilization of employed income. Welcome to our community garden. This garden is 100% driven by our clients. There are 2 things that we do in this particular community garden. The first thing is that we harvest all the fruits and vegetables. As you can see here, these are all of our lemons that we're producing right here, and they are looking amazing. Here's another tree that's coming out with some more fruits and vegetables here. And here we have some sage. For many people, gardening is a form of meditation. So when we have clients that are struggling with anxiety, depression, or racing thoughts, we often bring them back here to the garden to help build better outlets for them to manage some of those symptoms. Something that is so important when you have 240 individual units at a site is to have large open space. That way it feels like clients aren't on top of each other. This is an example of some of that large open space that we have designed at our facility. Not only does it provide a space for clients to kind of have their own personal space, but also promotes activities like basketball. So welcome to our animal park. The reason we call it our animal park is because not only do dogs reside here, but we have had cats, chickens, roosters, as well as the occasional bunny. But this is where our clients that have pets can actually allow their animals to be off leash and to experience being an animal. This is one of the most popular spaces in our facility, as many of our clients do have pets and animals with them as they reside at our program. But this is just a snapshot of how we are looking at full scope services. So we're not only providing services to our clients, but also to the animals that they bring here on site. So one of the reasons why this is so important is that at our previous site, clients were not allowed to retain their animals while they were sleeping in their sleeping area. Now that we have 240 individual units, clients now have the ability to keep their animals in their units and with them at all times. This has been a great success at retaining client retention, because many of our clients would choose to leave our facility rather than being separated from their pet. Because we have on-site medical services, we have the ability to actually get animals certified as emotional support animals, which help eliminate barriers for clients entering into housing, as many housing does not allow pets, but will allow emotional support animals or service animals. Something that I contribute to our facility's success is the diversity that we have within our case management team. Over 50% of our case managers have lived experience, whether that is through their struggles through mental health, substance use disorder, or even medical conditions. We have case managers that have persevered through those particular experiences. The other 50% of our case management team come with educational backgrounds ranging from master's degrees to bachelor's degrees in psychology. So we are providing and replicating what our population looks like so that we can better serve them.